That'll do it. We'll call it there. We'll call it there. Sorry. Couple of bum notes in there, eh? Eh? Maybe more than a couple. Who's wearing different glasses? I don't know what you're talking about. This is a bad look for starting a new stream on a new channel. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on everybody while I change from Clark Kent into Pooperman. There you go. Pooperman in the house. How we doing? Sorry about that. Had the wrong spectacles on. It's been a day, I'll tell you. Wow, we've got people in. Thanks for coming in. Means a lot. Welcome to Casa De Guitar. But we're hammering on about your go-to guitars. That's what we're talking about today. How's all the audio and stuff? I've realised very recently that this mic sucks big time. I'm getting rid of it. Well, I'm not getting rid of it. It's going to be a spare for emergencies, but I was recording some other videos with this today and I spent like the whole day trying to fix the audio, so I've got another mic en route. I'll be there for next week. Anyway, who's in? Victory House, greetings from Westminster. Greetings to you, mate. Thanks for coming in. Greg Green's in the house. How you doing, mate? Meow to you too. Francis Chambers is in. Thank you so much for coming. GRB Aquatics, all the way from Australia, has came into the chat. Thank you so much, mate. Richard Sheehan's here from glorious Leicestershire. Almost said that wrong. Maybe I did. Joy D's in. Steve's done out the new place very nicely indeed. Yeah, exactly the same. Sheehan, your go-to guitar tonight is a modded Squire Esquire. I should have got mine. Mine's just through there. Maybe I'll grab it in a bit. IMA640, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Hauser is in. Thanks for coming, mate. Cushman's in. How you doing, mate? NYC, New York City. Everyone is represented tonight. Johnny D, yours is your CV 50s Strat, much to your surprise. Certainly for recording anyway. It's modded with Tone Rider, City Limits, and the rest is stock. Awesome, mate. I've got a couple of sets of Tone Riders. I've not tried the City Limits. I think they're more like the slightly higher output, like SRV type of thing, is it? Like Tex-Mex? Texas Specials, I think. Is that right? WTF, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Maria Muggs Davies in the house. Hello. Peter Collins, hello. Relax Meditation, hello Steve. Your go-to guitars is your Variax. Nice. You're not the only one. Budget Pedal Chap also uses Variax. And your PV EXP Generation, both awesome guitars. Evening to all in the chat. Evening to you, mate. I'm looking out for a PV EXP Generation ACM. I used to have one before. It's got the acoustic modelling in it. Fantastic guitar. Have you got that one too? Jade Guitar, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Jojo Fryer Rocks in the house. How you doing? I've just realised I need to make everybody mods. I've not done that yet. Okay, we'll do that as we go. I'll catch up first. But let's start with Jojo, since you're here. And of course, check out Jojo's channel. There we go. Everybody chuck your channels in links and stuff as you get modded up. Malachi, I know you've got a channel starting soon, so keep us posted with that. And if I've missed anybody else, let me know. Okay, I've pressed something that I don't know how to unpress. There we go. Oh, we jumped. Chat jumped. Where were we? Where were we? There we go. Malachi's in. Yes, hello. Thanks for coming, mate. I think we've caught up. Brian Phelps is in. How you doing? Right now, your go-to is your Scarred Reaper, or is it your other Scarred Reaper, red and white? Nice. That's the Scar My Guitar ones, isn't it? I've seen Trey Shreddens playing them. They look very cool. What WTF? I'm playing your notes. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of notes that I played that you wouldn't want anything to do with there. At least a couple. Sorry about that. Have I missed anybody else? Jed Ellis is in. Trey Shreddens, there he is. There is the man. You missed the jam, dang it, or match. That's right. Let's make Trey a moderator. Trey, chuck your link in the chat as well as Jojo. Check out Trey's channel. Trey is ridiculous. This was just talking about who has the Scarred Guitar Reaper. I think that's what you've got, isn't it, mate? But honestly, Trey will make anything sound incredible. He's just like one of those really annoying players that's just phenomenal at everything he touches. That's why I hate him. Not at all. He's the man. Martin Smith, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes to you, mate. Thank you for coming in. Are we going to get a lot of Spanish stuff now, or are you actually Spanish? Is this because of the Casa de Guitar stuff? Could be. In that case, I'll need to brush up on my Spanish. Lo siento for now. Who did we miss there? Andy Taylor, all right, mate. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Ben Travers Music, thank you. Oh, Ben Travers, I noticed that you've joined the Patreon. Thank you so much, mate. Much appreciated. Thank you for coming in. And you love the channel. Awesome, mate. Thank you so much. Vincent Brennan's in as well. Hello, mate. Who else have we missed? Johnny 3 Bar. Hello, mate. Derek Johnson. Whoops. We jumped there a little bit. We did. You're watching the last episode of The Mayans. I've never seen it, mate. But is it good? I need something new to watch. I've been watching The Sinner recently. Old series, but I hadn't seen seasons 3 and 4, so me and Yoshi went back to the start again. Great. Anywho, Malika, your go-to guitar is your Washburn Dimebag Signature Camouflage Trendkill or your Tees SBHE Tele-style guitar in Majestic White. Oh yes, white Tele, why not? Tees, yeah, love to try one. When are they bringing them over to the US? Come on, let's have them. Jed Ellis, your Jet JJ350 for the win. I think I might have mentioned this, and I know Jojo's seen it as well. If you join the Jet Guitars Facebook group, I don't know what it's actually called. I think I'm maybe in a couple of them, but they did a little bit of a leak for some new models that are coming out in a couple of weeks. They look very, very interesting indeed. One of them, just because you mentioned JJ350, mate, that's the offset, isn't it? I really wanted to get the offset that was in Purple Sparkle, the special edition. I got to try it at the Birmingham Guitar Show 2 years ago, and I was like, oh, I would have that if it had a trem. It did not have a trem, but they've got some new models coming out. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. And I sent them an email the other day to say, any chance of maybe getting a look at some of these? So we'll see what happens there. Where do we get to? Hauser, in honour of tonight's poll, you've changed your picture to your modded Gibson SG60 standard to an Angus tribute. Oh, nice, mate. I could see it. I've got terrible eyesight, but I can't see it. Nice. SG. I need to get a proper SG. The one I got is missing out on the important SG elements. So, yes, we'll need to make that happen sometime. Richard Sheehan, the S-Square is modded with bare knuckle flat 50. Put it through a tube screamer and a nice tube amp, and you sound like Jeff Beck in your head. Nice. Go on yourself, mate. That sounds like a bit of a beast. Oops, we jumped again there. The chat does jump. Jade Guitars, your go-to guitar is still your PV Tracer. Nice. Lisa, named for the girl that helped me get it in 1990, and we are finally getting married in October. Oh, there's a story, mate. Beautiful. Love it. Jade Guitars, have you got a channel as well? Let us know, and I will make you a mod. Same with Graham Campbell here, who's just entered the chat. Awesome channel. Stick your links in, people. Graham Campbell, fellow Scot, just across the water. Yeah, mate. Great stuff. Excuse me. Where do we get to there? Oh, GRB, you've got a channel as well. Of course you do. Let's make you a moderator. Sorry, I'll do it as we remember, everyone. There you go. Just be patient. Thank you. Thank you so much. Relax Meditation, your PV is the ACM Humbucker Single Coil Humbucker Plus. Oh, nice one, mate. What colour is it? I used to have the kind of... I was going to say purple, but it's not. It's more of a kind of wine red. Great guitar. I stupidly sold it. I even had it with a Roland GK3 pickup on it. So it was like, you couldn't get a more versatile guitar than that. It was like everything. Jimmy Biter's in the house. What's up? What's up, mate? Thanks for coming in. Frank Thomas, you just bought your first guitar. It has 4 strings though. Is that, what do they call it? What does Davey 504 call it? Tropical bass? Is it a tropical bass? Nice. Oh, okie dokie. Wrong notes equals jazz. Yeah. I wish I could make it sound like jazz. Not quite the case, unfortunately. Where did we get to there? Francis Chambers, you're playing your kit-built Telecaster at the moment. Nice one, mate. What kit did you go for? Where did you get it from? There we go. I think we're getting some chat amongst yourself. Budget Pedal chat in the house. How you doing, mate? Thank you for coming in. And you're already a mod. That's good. Bren Travers Music. Are you also got a channel? Do we need to make you a mod too? Let me know. Go-to is your blue custom telly, but that's because it's the only electric I have. Hey everyone, love your channel. Jojo as well. Ah, nice one. Love to see that spreading the good vibes. It's the only electric you own, and it's a blue custom telly. Fair enough, mate. Is that HH then? Is it custom? Well, what do we see there? GRB, seen the new Gretsch CVT. Oh my gorgeous and inexpensive. Nice. Oh, I have not seen them actually. Maybe have to have a look. Interesting. Monty Hoople, buenas noches the new. Still the Finnick at 820. Awesome, mate. Groundhog Day, I know. And your CV thin line telly. Still want to replace the neck pickup in the latter, but can't make my mind up. Single coil, HB or Strat. Oh, I see, for your neck pickup in the telly. Like, what else you got there? You've already got a Finnick, which is a Strat. And it's a classic vibe thin line telly. Do you want it to remain classic vibe? Neck pickup. I don't know. It depends what you want, mate. Hard to say, isn't it? Anybody else miss? Jade Guitars, yes sir. Does that mean you have a channel? If it does, let's make you a mod. I'm just going to assume that that's what that means. So there you go. You're a mod. Get the links in. Get the links in. We like to support each other here. Speaking of supporting each other, I'll see if I've got any news. I don't really, but a little bit regarding the sort of thing we were talking about recently, which was the Guitar Streamers TV guide thing. Some slow progress on that, but things to talk about, yes. Jade Guitars, do you have a video on the guitar you're refinishing in Swirl? Nice one, mate. That sounds awesome. Malachi, you're going to have to send me some pictures of your newest guitar modification project. You repainted the Timu Ibanez RG copy with EVH stripes and better DiMarzio Super distortions. Nice. Sounds cool, mate. Budget Pedal Chap, has anyone tried the Jet tellies? You're jonesing for a standard T-type and you do like a nice Jet. Yeah, mate, I had the cheapest one they've got, the JT300, like early on, like second video of the channel or something. And no, maybe third. Anyway, it's a fantastic guitar, mate. Really, really good. For 160, I think it was. They're maybe more expensive now. The only downside, it's not really a downside, depends on how you think of it, is it's top loading only. There's no string through. So I don't really have strong opinions on that. Only if I was looking for a telly, I would probably want it to have string through and then I could do top loading too if I wanted to later. I just like versatility, even although it's something I would probably never use. But they're really good. If you want to go a bit beyond that, the JT350 comes in a lot of different flavours. You can get it with a P90 in the neck, or is it a humbucker on the neck? Or you can get it just, I think the blonde one is roasted maple board and single coils. It's almost twice the price as the JT300, but you get the sculpted neck heel carve and the string through. Is it worth it for that? Still only about 300 quid, mate. It's maybe worth it. Speaking of Jet, I'll show you something in a minute, but we'll carry on. New Guitar Day. I should have played it. I should have played it today. I might play it in a bit. We'll maybe do another jam for fun. There you go. Search for tone. You got a Jet 350. It seems pretty good so far on the initial noodle. Nice one, mate. There you go. The Ubi is in the house. How you doing, mate? Let us make you a moderator. The Ubi is someone we're heavily relying on for this TV guide project. Great to see you, mate. What you saying? Sorry I'm late. You're working hard on this laptop and interface for Will Red. He's our community goal on my channel for the month. Nice one, mate. That sounds good, whatever that is. Sorry, I should be paying more attention. I've missed something else here. Relax Meditation, got one in purple quilted top and a second in sunburst quilted top. Would highly recommend the PV EXP generation with ACM. I love them. Me too, mate. Let me know if you ever want to get rid of one of them, especially the purple one. Sorry, Ubi, did I make you a mod there? I meant to. Oh yeah, I did. I'm just waiting on your acceptance, I think. Oh, and I've pressed that button again. Sorry. Chat still seems busy. That's good news. Thanks again for coming, people. It looks like the switchover may have transitioned well. I don't know if we've got the same numbers as usual, but going by the chat, it seems to be just as busy, so that's great. Glad to see everybody came over and got the message. I have been promoting it hard for about 3 weeks. Every post, every live stream, every opportunity. New channel, come over to the new channel for the live streams. There's a new channel. You get the idea. IMA640, your go-to stream beer is Heineken 0%. You're a good boy now. Mate, you've just got me right in the mood for a 0% beer. The Heineken one's nice, actually. My only gripe with 0% beer, other than it doesn't get you pissed, is it tastes fine. It's not the taste, but it's a lot gassier than normal beer, I find. Anyway, oh yeah, Jojo's got the Jet JT600 BSG. That is an absolute beast, mate. That is more expensive again. Is that getting near 500, I think? But what you're getting for the money is absolutely bonkers. Like, the specs on that are hard to beat anywhere else. In fact, there's not really any other guitars like it on the market, I don't think. It's got a mahogany body, which is a bit different. Yeah, locking tuners, gold hardware, sculpted neck heel. Is it Alnico 5 pickups, I think? Quilted top? Or is it a flame top? One of the two. Great guitar. Nice one, Jade. You've put your link in the chat. Thank you so much, mate. Francis Chambers, it was a Gear for Music kit, but recently did a fret level and crown, put new compensated saddles on, plays much better now. Awesome, mate. I've been thinking about getting into the old, trying to do some fret job stuff recently, especially since my visit to Milehouse Studios. Speaking of which, tomorrow's video, even although it's not on this channel, it's on the main channel. I'm out of focus, haven't I? Tomorrow's video, excuse me, is, what is it? It's something, oh yeah. Did I get scammed? Good question. I bought, if anybody seen the live stream I done on here, it was one of the random Sunday ones not too long ago. I just randomly unboxed a Squire Showmaster that I'd had sitting here for ages. And I hadn't unboxed it. There was an issue with it. Anyway, I've got a mod project in mind for that, and I ordered a new neck from it from eBay, but it was a Chinese seller, and it got weird. So, did I get scammed? Find out tomorrow, if you want to see that one. Anything else about that? No, that's it for now. Graham Campbell, your go-to is your Gretsch 5622T 335 style, especially now you've got flat wounds back on it. Nice one, mate. Flat ones are great fun, aren't they? Great, I loved them on the Gretsch as well. That was a cool wee experiment did a while back. Where did we get to there? Whoa. There we go. Oh, the chat is banging. Right, I'd lost my place there and I had to scroll up a lot further than I thought. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming. Means a lot. Gretsch, yes. Love it, mate. Cushman's in. Oh no, you're saying hey to someone else. We knew you were in. But thanks for coming anyway. Johnny D, it's a bra brich moonlicht nicht de nicht, gringo. It certainly is, mate. Johnny D's just saying there in Scottish that it's a lovely evening. Trey Shrins, sorry I couldn't make the stream. I was gigging, wanted to be there. Which stream? This one. You're here. You're here, mate. I was watching your stream the other night as well, mate. But I was doing thumbnails in the background as well, so I wasn't engaging as much as normal. But I'm always there. Same with Search for Tones live stream last night as well. Where do we get to there? Stuart Young, Colin from Guitaristas reckoned the 99 East Coast telly had the same pickups as the Jet. I would not be surprised, mate. And the Jet telly pickups are pretty good. They're ceramic, but they're not as twangy as you would expect. I found that with most of the Jet. I've not tried the Jet 350 yet, but I've tried the JT600. That's definitely a warmer sound. That's got Alnico 5s in it as well, I think. And the 300, yeah, it wasn't like super bright as you would expect. Not typical telly tones is what I meant to say. It does a good job, but I would have liked twangier. Anyway. Where are we at? Let's get caught up here. Oh, Maria Muggs, your go-to guitar is a Harley Benton BM75 Brian, mate. Nice one. I would love to try one of them. That apparently is one, it might be, or it used to be, the best-selling Harley Benton. See, when you go to Harley Bentons and you do them in order of most popular, I think that one comes, I mean, does that mean it's sold the most? It should. But maybe they're trying to sell more of them, I don't know. But that comes up as the most popular. But I'd love to try one out. In fact, my stepdad's got, has he got a Burns or a Guild one? He's got one of the older ones, I think, because they were made by Guild or Burns at some point. I can't remember which one they're made by now. Anywho, East Coast do a nice thin line telly. Great shout. I'm all about the thin line over a telly. Easy enough to convert it to string through if you're brave enough. Correct, mate. That's right. I'm not brave enough. No Drums, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, mate. Hi, folks. You've been using the same Fender Strat for a while, but you've swapped everything and modded the heck out of it. Seymour's, you've got a hot rail, dinner Kenwitz in the middle, and a J Beck in the bridge. Jeff Beck. Oh, wow. Nice one, mate. That'll be an absolute beast. That's the way to do it, mate. Paul Crane, you put the bare knuckle flat 52 set in your telly. The neck pickup was really clear, kind of like a Strat neck pickup. The wiring is different from most telly pickups. There we go. It's a good recommendation, mate. Thank you very much. Peter Collins, you try and rotate your guitars, but currently your SE Custom 24 is being used at rehearsal, and your Artist Telly Relic is your daily practice guitar. Nice. The artists are getting a lot of love. Search for Tone. Sorry, Steve. Saw you pop in last night when you ended the stream. Was under the weather, trying to only pull an hour. And set up. Oh no, wait, you done great. I heard you were struggling with your throat and voice and stuff, and a bit sniffly, but you powered through, mate, like a champ. Good on you. A warrior. A live stream warrior. There you go. Me, myself, and I. The Jets JS300 and JT350 have become my mains. There we go. Where do we get to now? Right. Whoops. Whoops. Why does this always happen? Why does this always happen to me? Ogma, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Evening to you. There we go. Good afternoon, Ogma. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. That's what I like to see. Jojo has an awesome channel. You all make sure you check it out if you haven't. Good on you, Trace Friends. Look at that. Spreading the joy of the YouTubes. Good to see the new channels taking off, mate. I hope so, mate. Yeah, I actually made a video for it that I'm holding back a little bit. It's basically just an update on all the half-finished projects that I've got to complete, and it's bothering me a bit because I just can't get them done. Today, I spent 4 hours filming a video that should have took 30 minutes, but too many things went wrong. One camera was good, the other one wasn't charged. Had to charge that one, and then when I put the mic on, oh, the magnet's there, that's weird. When I put the mic on, this was on 20%, so I had to recharge that, and then started filming, and then what happened? Oh yeah, weirdly my Pocket 3 thing, my camera, I pressed, you double tap it to recenter it, but it recalibrated it, and I put it into mirror mode so that everything was reversed. It was dead annoying. I ended up having to Google and then update the firmware and all that stuff. And then the video involved changing a pickguard. Now, changing a pickguard would normally take me 10-15 minutes, right? Depending on how awkward the screws are for the pickups themselves and how small the route is for the pickups. But when the camera's on, changing a pickguard does not take 10-15 minutes. Oh my god. It took ages. I was sweating. There's going to be a lot of editing in that one. Anywho. Johnny D, zero beers are a lot better than they used to be, and yet you can't justify the expense. I know exactly what you mean, mate. I got really annoyed. Father's Day, a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago, my dad had said he was taking a break off the drink for a while, so I thought, I know what I'll do for Father's Day. I'll get him some 0% beers. So I went to get some 0% beers from, where was it? Asda. And Asda's owned by Walmart, by the way, for you people in the US. That's our Walmart, or at least it was. Anyway, they wouldn't serve me it because it was before 10 o'clock. We've got a law in the UK that you can't sell alcohol before 10 o'clock in the morning. But this was 0% beer. There was literally 0 alcohol in it. It said it on the bottle, but they sold me the bottle of bleach that I had. What's all that about? Anywho, carry on. John Channing's in. Thanks for coming, mate. Right. Getting caught up here. Jojo saying, yeah, the JT600 BSG is 535, you think, but easily worth the money. Best guitar on any neck that you've ever owned. Yes, indeed. Search for Tone. If anyone wants, Steve Cassidy will be interviewed Sunday, 6:30 Eastern time. That is right, I forgot about that. I'm going to be on a... Oh, what is going on? Ben Coombs, I was going to say Ben Crow, that's Crimson Guitars. Ben Coombs, the Canadian, well, I'm going to guest on his live stream on Sunday. Yeah, 6:30 EST, so I believe for us in the UK that's 11 PM. That's this Sunday, and it's my mum's birthday as well, so for my mum's birthday we're going to one of these escape rooms, so I might actually not make that live stream if we can't get out. So hopefully we'll get out. But that'll be good, looking forward to that. Honestly, this week has been mental. Nuno Pyers in the house, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Nuno Pyers, by the way, update for you all. He finally got his Spira guitar that he won 2 months ago, and I believe he's enjoying it. Thank you so much, mate, for your patience. You absolute legend. Anywho, where did we get to there? Oh, the actual Red Special had a ridiculously thick neck profile. Is that right? I did not know that. There you go. The HB70 was much better, and the HB70 was much better Red Special than they had the 5-way switch. That's right. I remember there was a Harley Benton that had all the switching on it, wasn't it? Like, how many is there? Is there 12? Like the same setup, but they got asked to stop making that, please, which was fun. And then they've got the, yeah, it's a 3. So I think there was 9 switches on the first one. I think, is that right? Luby, hey Steve, always got an open invitation to come on and embrace the Suck podcast. Just have to drop me a message on Facebook or email. Nice one, mate. We'll give that a go. Why not? Let's come and play with the Ubi as well. I'm taking advantage of my last couple of weeks off before I have to go back to school, so we might well do that, mate. Thank you for the invitation. And yeah, I'm going to be looking into getting people on this live stream as well now, on this channel. We'll make that work, hopefully. What like for time? Oh, we should probably do the poll soon, but I want to catch up so bad. GRB Aquatics, the Jet JT400 Black Gold has stolen your heart. I'll be JS, is it? Blackstrat Maple Gold hardware. The pics on the Jet website are amazing. You might need to try it out, mate. I think, are they not easy to get in Australia? They should be. If I remember correctly, I think they were available in Australia before anywhere else. Maybe. Might be making that up. Chaotic, thanks for coming in. I missed you coming in, mate. You play your uke more than your guitars just because I'm better at it than you are at getting your guitar. You struggle with small hands. Fair enough, mate. Get yourself a Mustang, maybe. There you go. Something shorter scale. There you go, yeah. Also, Jet are the same company that make your favourite brand of ukulele, Flight Ukuleles. That's right. And yeah, I think they're quite prevalent in Australia as well. Is that right? Does anybody know? IMA640, string through. Just get someone with a pillar drill to do it. Don't attempt without a pillar drill. Good shout, mate. Oops. We jumped again. Why does it always jump? Oi, oi, Greg H. Thanks for coming in, mate. Jojo, Steve, I hear you. You spent a day last week making what was meant to be a 10-minute video, which has come to a 40 minutes just to demo the Synidio. Oh, how do you say that? I know that what you mean, the interface, yes. Yeah, takes time, doesn't it? It's all, you've got so many different plans of how long you think something is going to take versus once a camera's on. Anything that will go wrong, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. That's the one. Trey, that's lame. You can buy a drink at 8 AM here in the USA. That's still not a great thing, but before 10 PM. Sorry, before 10 AM. Did I say 10 PM? My bad. But yeah, still not great. But I mean, in Scotland, mate, we can't be trusted. That's what it is. Does anyone have any idea how much shielding paint costs nowadays? Because it costs you £15 plus £10 shipping for a 1 ounce of shielding paint. Wow, that is more than I would expect. I have no idea how much it's supposed to cost. Don't think I've ever bought it. Pardon me. Johnny D, licensing laws are mad here, and what about 30 minutes browsing time on Sundays from 9:30 AM? You can fill your trolley up, but you can't till it before 10 o'clock. Where is that? I've never heard of that one. I'm maybe just not up early enough to have heard of that one. Whoops. Jumped again. Trey Shrens, when you come to the UK, beers on me, friends. Awesome, mate. When are you coming? Make it soon. That'll be great. Right, sorry, I think I'm missing some conversations here. It's all good, we're getting caught up though. We are getting caught up. Oh, and Jojo's video that took her a while is going to be premiering on the channel on Tuesday next week. Make sure you check it out, people. Whoops. Where do we get to? Greg Green, look up tenor guitar, smaller necks. 4 strings though, isn't it? Yeah, I do know of them. Michael Hennessy, hello mate, thanks for coming in. Glad you found us. BPC, you used a lav mic with a 30-inch cable. The vocal wasn't all that good. Have to retry with the wireless system you just got. Ah, nice. Yeah, this wireless, I wouldn't recommend this wireless. I did before. It was good for noise cancellation, but it's not good for, it's good outside. Like, I used it for the first Birmingham Guitar Show, maybe the second as well. No, just the first one, and it was fine, but nah. It's not good for this scenario. It's a bit boomy, and it distorts. It's clipping all the time. Anywho, Graham Campbell used to drink those cans of Shandy Base when you were wee and pretend that it was beer. Nice one. Where are we at? Oh, wait, I missed that. Shandy Base. I don't know if I've had Shandy Base, have I? GRB, yes, Jet fully available here now. Nice one. Right, I have almost caught up. Right, Venus guitars are specifically made for players with smaller hands. Great shout, well done. Shielding on the cheap, spray-on adhesive and aluminium foil. Good shout, mate. Ian Clark, how you doing, mate? Has anyone ever had all 4 pots on single cut style guitar seize up solid at the same time? Advice for fixing great. I have never heard that, mate. My first thought is WD-40, but I would imagine you've tried that. But that's pretty strange, eh? Is it one you'd not played for a long time? Quite weird. Right, let's do the poll. Thank you, by the way, for everybody coming in. Trace Rens, don't you need 500 subs to get super chats? Do you have a PayPal or Cash App link? Don't you worry, mate, but thank you very much for asking. I might even be more than 500. I might need to be monetized, like 1,000 subs. So if you're not subbed, consider subscribing. But I'm in no hurry to get this channel monetized or anything like that. I'm not all on it for the super chats or anything like that. I basically just want my main channel to succeed, and I want to keep the community vibe going. So that's what this is all about, and hopefully it works. We'll find out. This is basically day 1. So from this week, actually from now, tonight, the signal sent to the main channel is, well, maybe say over a month. They're like, wait a minute, he's doing 5 hours less content a month now. What's going on there? I don't know if they'll care. We'll see what happens. But I think it's going to work better. I hope. Where do we get to there? You never liked Daisy Rock guitars, too pink. I'd have one. Where do we get to there? Venus guitars are seriously good. You're still hoping to get one to show on the channel. That would be cool. I actually quite like to see one of them as well. Greg Green, you're away to rewire that single cut. Nice one. Actually, my telly's in with the tech just now. We were supposed to be doing the thing. What do you call it? The thing. Oh, the Ubi. Super chat, 500 subs, 3k watch hours. Oh, nice. Cool. Maybe we'll aim for that for the end of the year. More than halfway there. I don't know about the 3k watch hours. That might be hard to get. See what happens. Gareth Humphreys, how you doing, mate? Your artist guitar's Modric headless gets the most use as it's so convenient and lives under the couch. Nice and cheap, you could just pull it out whenever I sit down. Nice, mate. I'm headless curious, and when I went down to Mile House Studios a few weeks ago and we did the video with him and John Cordy and Matt, the artist guitar I got to play was not what I expected. It was like a Ibanez Schecter-y, shreddy type thing, and I was expecting an artist guitar to be like what we see everybody else playing, the sort of tellies and that kind of thing. So yeah, they do have quite a big roster of different models, so if the quality's there, I think they're the one to watch this year. I mean, it's already happening for them. Cordy's giving them big licks. A lot of channels are. Yeah. And Mile House as well, yeah. Anywho. Right, let's do the poll. Let's do the poll. Wait a minute. Yep. let's do the poll. We're going to do the poll. Right, the poll is here. So we're asking about your go-to guitars this week. Let's just get right into the vote. 361 votes, which is way more than we've been getting for a long time. So that's quite great. And it's also quite funny that that might drastically drop from next week once it changes. Although I'm keeping the polls going on the main channel, but it's always going to be directed to the streams on this channel. Things are working so far, aren't they? It's easy to follow, isn't it? Tomorrow will be video on the main channel. We're getting it, aren't we? It's all good. So, we're asking what's your go-to guitar. Obviously, to make it into 4 categories is difficult to get everything involved. I didn't want to just say Strat, Tele, Les Paul, SG. Could someone say, what about PRS or what about Gretsch? You know what I mean? So, but it looks like Fender design types are the massive leaders here, 60%. So Fender design types, that could include PRS Silver Sky, that could include G&L, Squire, Sire, Jet, I suppose. I mean, it's probably the most popular and most copied design, isn't it? So maybe that's not surprising. And then second is Gibson design types, and then I suppose it might be fair to say, could be wrong here, that Gibson style guitars are more expensive on the whole if it's an actual Gibson. And when it comes to budget versions, I think you have to spend a bit more on that design type to get a good one. What do you think? Think there's any truth in there? That might be the reason for that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm totally off. Maybe. Okay. 10% went for shreddy types. So that's maybe like Ibanez, Jackson, V, not V's, that's supposed still Gibson type, isn't it? Headless, all that kind of jazz. Quite a large percentage. And then 9% is something completely different. So that could have been Gretsch, I suppose. Could have been anything. Go to some comments. I am so behind on the comments because I was doing well yesterday. I answered them all. But then a load more came in today and that video took way longer to get caught up on. But we've got loads and loads of comments. Look, I've not responded to any of these. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to try and respond to some of these ones that I have not responded to as soon as I find John Robson's. Because John Robson is the channel sponsor. Not really, but you do need to check out John Robson's live stream. Hopefully he'll turn up just as I'm going up here. That's tomorrow night, Friday night, 5 PM UK. Beer o'clock, just to hang out, chill. It's like a pub vibe at John's place, and it's always a good hang. Right, let's go here. Axton Keller. There we go, in the shreddy territory. Jackson Pro Series soloist. 2 Seymour Duncan distortions, Floyd Rose neck through, beautifully sculpted heel joint. You're not a good enough player for this guitar, but damn, it's fun. Mate, that isn't a thing. You deserve whatever guitar you want, as long as you can afford it. But yeah, there's no limitations on what you should and shouldn't be playing, depending on where you're at in your journey, in my opinion. Jade Guitar, PV Tracer, HSS, named Lisa. She's been your workhorse since 1990. Wow. Amazing. I don't have a guitar like that anymore. It used to be my Strat. There it is. You never get to see this, but my Strat used to be my go-to, but it's no longer. Moving on. Paul Woodrow. Sorry, I'm going for the shorter ones. Usually grab a really banged up Strat style guitar. It's around 30 years old and it was made by Phoenix Young Chan. Yes. My dad's got a Phoenix. It's an absolutely incredible guitar. Yeah, they're fantastic. Love them. Might need to get a shot of that for a video, actually. Are you watching, Raymond? If you are, give a shot. Pardon me. Rocket City Tim. Of your stablemates, you grab either your 54 Gretsch G6 120 73. Oh, sorry. That's a different model now. 73 Ovation Deacon or your Donner tenor ukulele. Nice one, mate. That's quite the collection. You've got a lot of different things to choose from. Zloboslav. The Strat body shape is what I've used the most and it always feels like home. Agreed, that's it. As much as I love my Starcasters, you just can't beat the comfort of a Strat. The greatest guitar body design ever, in my opinion. You've always got to put that disclaimer in on the YouTubes. Robbie F is in. I spend more time with your Squire Mustang that you upgraded with P90s. You love the sound of Dylan Talks Tones P90s and really like the 24-inch scale. Though you play your LP and your Strat too. Nice one, mate. Always fancied picking up a square Mustang. One day. One day. Semyon Boyko. That'll do. Super Strats all the way. Get in there, mate. Shred on. Martin Howell videos. ESP in your E-Art. The E-Art is underrated by miles. Yes, E-Arts are incredible guitars. I never got on with mine. I ended up buying 3 of the same one, hoping that I would love them, but I just didn't like the neck. But they are really fantastic guitars for the money. They're like, you know, it almost sounds like a, what do you call it? Like a diss to say that they're Harley Benton level, but it's the opposite of a diss. Because Harley Benton are the top tier when it comes to affordable guitars. They just can't be beat in terms of, no, the camera's following me. They can't be beat in terms of, sorry, I'm trying to fix this. Specs for the money. E-Art are close. Firefly are pretty much the same. Yeah, that's it. It's the best on the market. Right, let's get a couple more and then we'll get going. Cameron Meikle, you're enjoying trying to recreate the Peter Green sound on a Sire L3, a bit of blues jazz on a 335 hardwood. Nice. See the Sire L3, that is appealing. I really want a Sire. Perfect timing. John Robson, Les Paul, no. HH Telly, no. Les Paul, or maybe no. HH Telly, I think, let's call it a draw. There you go. John Robson likes humbuckers. But it suits him. Although he plays great on a Strat as well. He doesn't like to say he does. He doesn't like to, what am I saying? What am I saying? He doesn't love Strats as much as Tellys and Les Pauls, but he could blaze on a Strat as well. Think Gary Moore. Yeah? That's an analogy that makes sense. Right, okay, last one. GoPort. Your go-to is always your Made in Mexico black Strat. You have too many guitars. Can't believe I just said that. I know the feeling. And the expensive ones tend to gather dust, sadly. Yes! Can 100% relate to that. In fact, this guy here, this was my number one forever. You never get to see this. This is my 2004 USA Stratocaster. I'm yet to do a video on this. It's got loads of cool stuff going on. Look at that. Where is it? There you go. Oh, yeah, that's right. It doesn't have the original neck on it anymore. Now it's officially a parts caster. Roasted maple fender neck. I'll have to talk about. There's a story on this. I'll do a parts caster tale one day. But I never play this anymore. Gathering dust, like you say, mate, because in my opinion, the Jets just do it better. Anywho, so those Strats on the wall, when was Steve a left-handed player? Oh, right, okay, yeah, because I do the flippy thing. I do the flippy thing so it looks like I'm looking at what I'm looking at instead of the screen being there and I'm like looking that way. But yeah, nice catch, mate. Right, anything else I want to talk about? Yeah, so that's my Strats. That's my Strat even. I was doing lots of Strat stuff today. Anyway. Oh, what did I just see there? Someone was looking on the wrong channel for the poll. I'm sorry, it is going to be confusing for a bit, but hopefully it will all make sense eventually. Right, I have totally lost my place with the chat. We'll just jump in somewhere. Oh wait, there's Daisy Rock. We did that. Oh yeah, there's the couch guitar artist. Oh, there's Nerno. What are you saying, Nern? You're all for pink guitars. You love your mono neon. Have you got a mono neon bass? Nice one, mate. That sounds awesome. IMA640 Steve, you've never seen the Milehouse vid. Whose channel is it on? So, I've did one kind of Milehouse vid. There's a few. Kinda. So we did one months ago where I reviewed one of his guitars. We weren't in the video together. But we did a quick wee... Wait a minute. There was a clip from the Birmingham Guitar Show in it. Then recently I just did one about the guitar was taken down, oh, the parts of the guitar that was taken down to Milehouse. That was Friday just past there. But the actual Milehouse video doesn't go out until... Oh, there's going to be an extra video. I better tell you about that. So, this Friday is did I get scammed buying a guitar neck from China on eBay. Did I get scammed? It was weird. And then on the Monday, we're putting out the Mile House video, part 1 of it. There's going to be 2 parts. And I'm thinking about putting the second part out on this channel. Maybe. Just to kind of try and help the ecosystem grow a little bit and help people realise that there's 2 channels. That's what I might do. So there's basically a Friday video and a Monday video next week. And there might be a video on this channel too. We'll see how it goes. I've not got it all tied up yet. But that's the plan. Alright. Excuse me. Malachi, yeah, you missed the poll. You didn't miss the poll. Oh, well done, mate. Greg Green says, telly's forever. Why not, mate? I'd love to show you my telly. You know what? As soon as the Mile House video's been out, I'll be able to play the telly here, so I can show you it. But it's already been tested at 2 wedding gigs. It works. Mark's gas station, Strat-shaped dominance. Yes, indeed. That is the way to do it. Nerno, you're clumsy, so you're all for having classic Fender, not worrying about having a ding or 2. That's it, yes. Ding a Gibson and you're probably snapping an ep. Yeah, I do have a fear of that as well. Where are we at now? Johnny D, most of yours are in the first category, only 1 Gibbo, an LP. You don't really like the design of the other ones. Well, maybe the SG is okay, but that's it. Yeah, I hear you. Right, let's... Oh, I've just had a massive jump again. Why does it keep happening to me? Right, we'll jump in here. Chaotic, oh my god, so as I said, you struggle with small hands, but you found a black LP style electric ukulele by Arisa, $5.50. You're so tempted just for a laugh. It kind of actually shreds as well. Why not? Give it a go. It's always good to try stuff. You might find your thing. And Greg Green is saying the best thing to do is put your hands on an instrument. Yep, that is great advice as well. Jojo wants a Jag Stang. A mate of mine's has got a Jag Stang. I might be able to get a hold of it. I probably could get a hold of it, but I'm not in any hurry. I've got so much guitars here at the moment. I need to get rid of some. The Lamb's in the house. How you doing, Lammy? If you want to see the best live stream on YouTube, check out the Lamb Live on Saturday nights. Always plug the Lamb. And you can win one of the winner's mugs if you're skilled enough to win a duck race, which is one of the many forms of entertainment that goes on the Lamb Live channel. He'll sing for you. He will play. He'll melt your face off with his guitar chops. He'll even play bass. Oh, mate, I seen your level 42 bass video the other day. Fantastic job. And he also plays keys. He sings. He juggles. He ice skates. He's just an absolute legend. So make sure you check it out. I am, it's a lovely looking Strat. Thank you very much, mate. I do love the Strat. I neglect it, but I could never get rid of it. Stuff is hard. Greg Green, for ukes, baritone ukulele is tuned the same as guitars and it has more space between the frets. Yes, correct. Oh, Jojo likes the Strat as well. Nice one. Whoops. Where did we get to there? Chaotic, you do have a plan for a guitar that will fit me well, but it's going to be expensive, so it's a plan for next summer. There you go. Nothing wrong with waiting. A little bit of patience is all good. I'm bad at patience, but yes. Greg Green, you're a naughty one, but what do you expect for a guy that's been a psychobilly for 25 years? Brilliant, mate. I'd love to learn some of that style. I love that stuff. Confirmed, the Lamb is Danny Sapko's burner account. Bess, that's the one. Awesome. Whoops. Greg Green from Mile House. Steve's place will be Smile House with an epic Telecaster. It is an epic Telecaster. No spoilers, but that was a spoiler. It wasn't without issues though. Malachi, do you all realise that SFT Torsten... Oh, this is throwing me off again. You were on about that last week, weren't you? Where do we get to there? The Lammy always appreciates a shout out. Nice one, mate. Always a pleasure, because it's the best YouTube channel for the live streams on the tube. It's up there. You know what I mean? Just in general. More uploads, please, Lammy. Where are we at now? Greg Green, you own both Squires and Epiphones that are inexpensive and they're fun to mod. Yes. Searching for tone says question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Is that you searching for tone? Is that what you're doing there? Where are we there? You're pretty sure at one time you had Torsion on a live stream, so not really possible, but maybe Malachi's making a good point. Chaotic, I wasn't wrong about Solo King. You think your custom one is slightly heavier than your East Coast Les Paul. Woofed. Just by a little bit, but it's heavy, yes. Right, mate, they are heavy. Brian Black, sorry, late to the chat, been watching Danish Pete. Mate, I watched that video just before the live stream as well. I love Danish Pete, but man, that was a hard watch. Come on. It was like half an hour of... he was all over the place, but you know what I mean? Good on him. I don't know what's going on there. He's doing more stuff himself, but good to see him posting more on his channel, but wow. Anyway. Good on him. Love the guy. Never met him. Would like to. Great player as well. Great laddie. Nano Drums, agreed, Greg. You've just bought a base 6 from Square and you're looking to mod it up. Yes. There we go. Right, I think I've caught up. Right, is there anything else we can chat about now? Is there anything else I had to say? I didn't prepare very well for the stream tonight. Have I told you everything? Have I told you lately that I love you? That's true. Anything else? Wait a minute. We are going on at 9 o'clock. We've got half an hour. That's good. I feel chilled. Oh, that's what we'll do. I knew I had to do something. I need to plug the Patreon people. Now, I've updated this since last week, so I'm going to try and... You know what? Does anybody know how Guitar Geek Andy... on the Week in Gear, at the end of his Week in Gear, when he's shouting out his Patreon people, he tries to do it all in one breath, which is funny, and I promise you I'm not copying him. Although it will sound exactly like that, but what I've done is, excuse me, I've set up this kind of like video file that reads out all the Patreons automatically, but I can't keep up with how fast it goes, so I probably do have to do it in about one breath to try and get it all in. So here we go, we're going to go for it, you ready? And thank you for the Patreons. The Patreon exists. Go over and check out if you like. If you don't, that's fine. We've also got YouTube memberships as well now. Not on this channel. On the main channel. This isn't confusing at all, is it? Right, here we go. Patreons. Here's who we've got. Right, we've got the Roller String Trees. That's the Higher Rollers. William Taylor, Chris McKean, Hoser Cotton, Searching for Tone, Frank, Ben Travers, Danny Soul, The Ubi, Steve Murphy, and we have a Hammer On Hero Plus, which is Cyborg Day Guitars. Thank you all very much for supporting over on Patreon. And on the new YouTube channel memberships thing on the main channel, the Hammer On Heroes are Anton Auromenko, David, Richard Sheehan, Searching for Tone, Jojo Fry Rocks, Steve Reeser, Hoser, Chuck's Guitar, Willis Taylor and Doomer64. Thank you all so much for supporting with the YouTube channel memberships. Now this is the hard one. Okay, this is the Patreon members. Frank Chambers, Grandpa Joe, Kelso, Brago, Brandau, Steve Gunnar, Rexomatic, Simon Wenlock, Al Lindsay, Anthony Marabito, Budget Guitar Show, Antoine Aramenko, Paul Crane, N. Pete, Francis Chambers, Robert McCourt, Greg Stevenson, Thaddeus Thompson, Phil Sequeira, David Beebe, Will G Practice, Emoji Face, Nadan, Stevie Mack and Bill Kill. Woo! I did not even practice that. But thank you all so much for, for supporting the channel. It's hugely appreciated, always. And yeah, if you've not checked out the Patreon yet, go and check it out. You can join for free. There's free stuff on there. There's a £1 paid tier, which is the Hammer On Heroes Plus. The reason it's called Plus is because the Patreon stuff actually has bonus extra content. The Roller String Trees is the £3 a month. They get ever so slightly more extra content, not much more, but it's just people who want to support a little bit more. It's there, and it's hugely appreciated if you want to do that. And we also have the new YouTube channel memberships on the main channel, which gives you badges. That's it. It's basically just if you want to support the channel, it's a wee £1 a month. There you go. That's it. I've done my spiel. Sorted. Nice. Right. Woof. IMA640, latest gig news. I'll give you some latest gig news. Did a couple of weddings recently. They were fun. And what was I playing? I was playing for half the time I was playing the Milehouse Telly. Oh, so, not long after I got back from Milehouse Studios, I took the telly to a wedding gig, and I use this camera. This is a wee DJI Action 4. It's great because it's got a wide field of view, and we'll just show you. I can show you. Hold on, why not? I'll just show you stuff. Move this out of the way. Whoops. There we go. We're doing stuff. This isn't the actual one, but it will do for demonstrative purposes. Okay, so I've got my camera here, and I've got this articulating arm. I know it looks a bit weird. There we go, yeah. So camera goes on this end, and this gets clamped to the mic stand, and then it goes out like that, away from me, and because it's got a wide field of view, I can get the whole band in the shot, which is pretty good. And then, this has got an onboard mic, which is terrible, and it basically distorts because there's like a drum kit playing right in its face. But I put this in the PA and record the direct audio, and in the edit I get a little bit of room sound with the live kit in there and this, and I blend them together and I get a decent sound. But what I did was, the first gig, what happened? This ran out of memory on the memory card, so I did the first set with my Jet Strat, and then the second set with the Milehouse Telly, and there was no memory, so we didn't get any of the Milehouse Telly. But then a week later I had another wedding and did the same thing. I played the first set, played the first set with the Milehouse Telly just in case. Wanted to make sure I got the footage this time. And then because it was free, I had loads of space on it, I even put a card with double memory on it. And the second set was getting recorded, but the battery ran out. It was full at the start, it just can't last for 2 sets, so I need to get a spare battery for this for future. But there you go, that's the gig news. Any other gig coming up? I don't know. I don't know. Right. The Ubi, you better be on there, you are, mate. Actually, I want to ask you if you want to be called the Ubi on there. Also, if anybody has their name different than they want it read out, because there's some people's email addresses are different from their user account name on Patreon, so I just I called you the Ubi. I thought you would prefer that, but let us know if that's not the case. Chaotic, I promise you I'm not copying him, but I'm gonna. Yeah, that's basically it. It wasn't copying his shtick, it was out of necessity. I had to do it. But if I can figure out a way to control that better, actually I could do 3 different buttons and 3 different files. Maybe I'll do that for next time, so I'm not copying them. Although, that way is quite efficient, so maybe I'll just stick with that. Although, if more people join the Patreon, I won't be able to do it. So, good point. Right. Malachi's off. Thanks for coming, mate. Whoops. Did I just see something about Pokemon there? No. Next time, do it to the Poker app. I don't know if I know that. Where do we get to there? Great show. Thank you, Kushman. We've got a wee bit longer, but it's all good. We're still going longer at 9 o'clock for the, because it's the summer. Don't worry, people have got lives. Do your stuff. Greg Green, you sent your buddy a pic of your jam band rig, and it was your naughty Vox VT30 with a jar of Smuckers on top, and your thin line telly that looks a bit like Trey from Fish's guitar. Nice. Smuckers, is that the... I've got that recently. Oh no, it's not what I thought it was. Is that the peanut butter and jam stuff? No, probably not. Sorry, I forgot that wrong. Anywho. No, if you're doing Patreon, it's best to pay on the website and not the app. If you're on Apple iOS, it takes a cut and the owners get less. I did not even know that, mate. Sneaky little Apple people. Greg Green, Patreon, you ended up doing OnlyFans and kept getting requests for feet pics. No wonder I was lost. Patreon, not OnlyFans. The first pic was of a vintage desk fan. Lovely, mate. What? When gigs? Did you have to play Wonderful tonight? No, mate. Times have changed, but not a lot. Anywho. Trey, you'd love to see more gig footage clips. Great, mate, because I think I can do that on this channel. That's the kind of stuff I can do here, because we're not bothered about copyright strikes or anything like that. I mean, I don't want to get the channel cancelled or anything, but yeah. You know they don't do well on the channel. Yeah, okay, but I could do it here. This is the experimental playground, so maybe I'll do that. Danny Soul, it's your birthday. Nice one, mate. Thanks for coming in. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Danny. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're having a great one, mate. And you, of course, deserve a new guitar. Brown Eyed Girl is the pits. Hated it. Yeah. There's songs that people refuse to do as well now. You go by the Ubi everywhere. People would think it weird if you started calling me Randall. I would never do that, mate. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, there's copyright issues when you're playing covers, but I would be nice to see Steve Giggs. Steve Giggs, yeah, I'll put some stuff up. Yeah, I'll find something. Be good to get some extra stuff to put on this channel anyway. Maybe you could turn a Squire into a Shire guitar. How is that done? I don't know how that would work. Smuckers is jelly, jam and preserves in the US. Oh, right, okay. It was Goobers that I was trying. There you go. I was in Lidl once and I was like, I like it. Malachi's off his guitar project. Nice one, mate. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Scott Bogfoot is in. Have you been here since the start? Hello, mate. How you doing? Graham Campbell, you got your first ever payment from YouTube the other day. Only a small amount, but a brilliant feeling. Brilliant, mate. Excellent. Yeah, I don't get paid much from the YouTube either, but it's I am trying to build something. It'll take a while before I can make any like real money at it and like quit my day job, which is the goal. But yeah, we're nowhere near that yet. Like, but yeah, great stuff, mate. It is a good feeling getting paid because you've been doing the YouTube longer than me, mate. So yeah, getting a little bit back. That is a good feeling. Love it. Great videos as well, mate. Always. And natural on camera. Where are we there? GRB, acoustic guitar, talking to ukulele. Uke, I am your father. Nice. The Ubi, don't get me wrong, I've lived as a public figure since the 2000s because of being on radio. So your real name isn't some sort of secret. All right, I see, I didn't know. It's the internet, you've got to be careful. You know what I mean? Just being careful. Hoser, it's a new guitar it's a new guitar day. Off to try out the Laney. Oh, you're off to try out the Laney LFR 212 cab at the end of the stream with the Tone X1. Nice one, mate. Have a good one. What's the new guitar day? Did you tell me? Oh, I've got a new guitar day to show you. I'm going to show you it right now. We've got time. I'll show you that in a minute. Got it yesterday. Goobers was a Suckers product that mixed peanut butter and jelly in one jar. That's the stuff. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Congrats on the crash, Graham. It's an achievement. It certainly is. Smuckers, autocorrect strikes again. Oh yeah, I know what you meant. There you go, new gear day. All right, I see. Not new guitar day, because you're going to go and check out the Tone X and the amp. There's nothing like getting those YouTube payments in the bank, man, especially that first one. Awesome. Right, you want to see a new guitar day? It's not very exciting, but it coincides with an old guitar day. Right, hold on. So I was doing this video yesterday, right? I was basically this setup. I had the camera tracking me and I was picking up all the guitars off the wall and saying, I've not finished this video yet. I've not done this one yet. I need to do this. I need to mod this one. I'm going to sell this one. All this kind of stuff. And I got to this one. Check this out. Hold on. I've got a table here that isn't usually there. Right, this is not the new guitar day. The new guitar day is coming in a minute. Hold on. I've showed this one off a lot, but I've never made a video about it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Honestly, I love this thing. I do, but I don't. I can't wait for this to be possibly my #1 gigging guitar. It's got potential. It weighs only 7 pounds. It's lightweight. It's awesome. But some issues, and I've not been able to fix any of the issues yet because I've not done a video on it yet, which is annoying. So, first thing is, not the most important thing, but I really, really dislike the pickups in this. They're like super hot. They're horrible. Really not nice. So these are the stock pickups. They're made to look like active pickups, but they're not. They're just passive. It's apparently, this guitar is like heavily inspired by, I'm going to say the guy's name wrong. I think it's a Charvel Marcus Fogley or something like that. He's a really good player, shreddy guy. So that's one of the things I didn't like, the pickups. The other thing I didn't like, although I love the guitar, is this roasted maple neck is just, it's a wee bit too dark, and I can't see the dots too well at a gig. Like, I was just saying this in the video the other day, there's a light right here, right, that's shining on me, so you can see these dots okay. But look, actually, here's an idea of what it looks like to me at a gig, right? There you go. That's what I see at a gig. Can you see the dots? Like on the side? Yeah, there you go. So, that's always bothered me. I wanted a lighter roasted maple neck. So, I've got an eBay alert on Jet JS 400 or 450 neck. They'll all fit. And they very rarely come up. I think because the neck is the star of the show with a Jet guitar. Why am I looking at the light instead of the camera? I think because the neck is the star of the show with the Jet guitars. That's why you don't see them come up for sale. You maybe see bodies or other parts, but it's very hard to find the neck because they're awesome. But Facebook Marketplace yesterday. Here we go. Here we go. Oops. I've just dinged that guitar. That was good. It's on the back. It's fine. Nothing to see here. Right. Oh, here we go. New guitar day yesterday. New guitar day yesterday. We found another Jet JS 450. There we go. This one's in black transparent. Now, not as sexy as the purple in my opinion, but you could see straight away this is a much lighter roasted maple fretboard. Let's do the light test. I don't even know if this will work. You can faintly see them. This is a good test. But yeah, slightly lighter, right? The best part, these are I think $299 new, 300-ish, £100. And it's got another wee added bonus. It's 2nd gen Jet, so it's got the headstock logo that I prefer. They only did these on the 2nd gen. See, it's kind of like that hologram type thing. I think it's beautiful. So, what I'm going to be doing is, whoops. And I've got a question for Lammy if he's still in. It doesn't look like much of a difference swapping these necks, but trust me, it is a big difference. In fact, look, because the light's closer to that one. Wait a minute, am I doing this the right way? Yeah, you can see that this one's darker, yeah. So I'm going to swap the necks. The one with the darker neck is going to go on this, and I'm just going to sell that. I can't keep it. And the lighter neck is going on this, and this is going to be maybe a number 1. Now, we need to ask the lamb, when I swap these necks, right, and, well, this one that gets kept, and the other one, but this one, it will be a body and a neck from 2 different hosts. What do we call that? What do we call that, mate, when it's a body and a neck from 2 different hosts? Does anybody else in the chat know what we call that? And yes, Lammy, you're right. The Fasley Finica FSST 820 is the exact same guitar, yes. Exact same guitar. There we go. Scott Bockfoot, you never use side markers for reference to where the frets are. Oh, I would be completely lost without them. There you go, Lammy. Ding, 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 ding. That would be a parts caster. That's exactly what that would be. So that will be a parts caster tail. That's right, Trace Reddins. Everybody's got it. Host squared. Yes, Greg Green. So, I've just realised that so many of my guitars are parts casters. We're kind of, we're really blurring the lines here when it's from the same guitars. Like that, that pink Fasley, that doesn't have the original neck on it, but it's got another Fasley Finica neck on it. The white one's the same, it doesn't have the original neck. So they're all parts casters. This guy, where is it? Is it here? This guy is technically a parts caster because it doesn't have the original neck. Where's the white one? The white Starcaster's in the other room. That doesn't have the original, well, it does just now, but it's going to get the classic vibe one on it. So I'm swapping necks from like the same model of guitar to another guitar, but technically they're parts casters, which means I get to include them in my Parts Caster Tales projects. Sorry, the camera's following me again. Stop it. Behave. That's better, thank you. Anywho, the Ubi, a playable guitar, that is right, it is a playable guitar. Why not put the pickups from the black one and the purple one too? Interesting. Actually, you know what, the stock pickups in the 450 are really good. Someone would probably prefer them, like if I'm selling it. I'll maybe throw in the other pickups as well if someone wants them. But I'll put a nicer set in. Something more to my taste. Hawser, that would be Trigger. 3 new necks and 2 new bodies, that's right. The Lamb, the Jets with the rosewood boards like your JS380 have white dots, they work really well. Yep, that's it. Anything that's got good contrast is what you need. Chris Otterwell, are you going to swap pickups too? Yes, definitely. Well, not swap the pickups between the 2 guitars, but I'll definitely get a different set. I think I've got a set of Tone Riders. I've actually got a set of Kinman noiseless that I want to try. They're meant to be really good. I've had them for ages. I don't know if I want to go noiseless. I don't love noiseless, but I've heard the Kinmans are a different animal. Trace Rens, I mean, they're all really parts casters. Yes, that's right, mate. You're right. Good point. Chaotic, the one you have planned to fit your hand size is going to end up being a parts caster. Yeah, that's it. Just be careful if you're changing scale lengths. That could be problematic. Where do we get to there? What light for time? We're doing well, we're doing well. If you make a guitar out of odds and sods, does that make the guitar a farts caster? Maybe. Why not? I think that's if you're really gassing for a parts caster. Maybe not. Steve Gunner in the house. Sorry if I missed you coming in, mate. Scott Bogfoot, you're just too dumb to use them. You look around at the fretboard face itself. Well, you know what, mate? A lot of people say that you never look at the fretboard dots, like the dots on the front of the fretboard. People say you only need side dots because you never look at them, but I do. I look at the front ones. See, when I'm practicing, I've got my kind of head over, I do look at the fretboard. But when I'm gigging and I'm playing stuff that I kind of know, I'm relying on side dots. I think it's because of the standing as well is a little bit different. Although technically, your guitar should be in the same position from your face when you're sitting or standing. But when I'm gigging, I do have my guitar a little bit lower, and because I'm performing, I don't always have my head down into the guitar as well. It's kind of more up and trying to engage a little bit more. Although most of the time it actually is stuck into the guitar. Anywho. Whoops. Has Steve got any guitars that are not parts casters? This one. This isn't a parts caster. The one beside it, which is the Jazzmaster, that's not a parts caster. This one, all original. All original, the Rock and Roll Animal. Special edition, that one. They only did it in purple for like 1 year. The Squire Contemporary Active Starcaster is technically not a parts caster because it's got the original neck. The Harley Benton ST Northern, that's getting sold. But yeah, most of the rest of them are parts casters. I love them. I never ever thought I would be a parts caster guy. It's just happened out of weird tastes. CD Nelson, you have one guitar with no side markers, which isn't an issue, but the dark colour of the headstock is also up the first fret of the neck, so it makes the second fret look like the first. Interesting. The Lamb, the Kinmans are about the best noiseless out there for traditional sounding. I've heard that, mate. One of your ex-GF girlfriends bought you a telly body, another ex bought you a telly neck, It's your Tarts caster. Oh my God. Love it. Guitar Quackery's in the house. How you doing, mate? Just got done at the doctor's office. I guess you caught the tail end of this. No worries, mate. Thank you for coming in. I seen you had some bad luck today getting a puncture on your bike. Shame, mate. I missed your streams as well. I've been filming all day. But great to see you on the Instagram and doing the stuff. Oh, I forgot time. Yeah, I'll quickly mention, if I can catch up quickly. Greg Green, front dots are for the other guitarists and bassists to see where you are and play with you. Just play a guitar with nothing and you will hear from the other guys they have a harder time following you. Yeah, good point. Old man Zen, I'm all late. Maybe just a wee bit, but you're all good. Thanks for coming. Greg Green, you like the Tarts caster. Does it sound shrill? If you change the pickups, is it a parts caster? Well, apparently not. We defined it a few live streams ago that to be a parts caster, I mean, originally it had to be a Fender, but not anymore. But the neck and body have to come from two different hosts. That's the modern definition. The Lamb actually came up with that verbiage, and I like it. That was a word. It's a word for me on a Thursday night. Martin Smith, classical and flamenco guitars have no fretboard markers or side dots. Gets you thinking, lucky your flamenco guitar has a little neck in the finish at the side of the 7th fret. Yeah, I do the classical guitars in the school. I've got this Tipex like rollers thing. I put them on 3, 5 and 7 to keep myself in place. Steve Caster, I like it, mate. The Tarts Caster ball breaker model. What is going on here? Motley Hoople, with your eyesight you need block, crown or fluorescent dots, though if someone gave me a deal on some wee birdies, I think I could cope. Yes. Yeah, I need the visibility for real. Malachi, you're back from putting the second coat of red paint on the headstock, so you're here to harass everyone. Nice, mate. Thank you. Oh, you've got a Parker fly tray. I've never seen that one. Awesome. Right, well, we're here. We've got a few minutes left, and wait a minute. Can an Epiphone LP become a parts caster? If it's a bolt-on, maybe. Possibly. Good question, Steve. A griffin body or one head off another creature. All right, yeah, got you. Greg Green, why do I keep reading comments? I need to tell you a story, but I'll keep going. I can't help myself. It's just like answering comments. I can't help myself. Greg Green, your Red Squire Stratocaster was bought as a parts caster and modded, so years later you found it was a stock made in Korea Squire, but it's way better now than stock. Brilliant, mate. Trey, I got you. You're talking about the markers for your bandmates. Yes. Right. So, last week I was talking about my wee idea. It's not my idea. I don't own this idea. Other people have also had this idea, and we're going to try and make it work. So, Search for Tone, the Ubi, Trey Shreddings, Jojo, Guitar Quackery. Guitar Quackery, I don't think we're going to manage to get it yourself with your schedule on Monday, but we'll talk about how we can make that work. The Lamb, hopefully involved. The Lammy, you need to get in touch, Facebook or something if you can, or email. We're going to try and get together on Monday to talk about this live stream TV guide project thing. The Ubi is the tech whisperer, so hopefully we'll get it done soon. But it's basically just for, what is it? I think I spoke about it before. It was originally going to be PDFs or something like that, but it's turning out that it might be an app or a website now, which seems a lot better. And we'll hopefully be able to tell, well, what it should look like to the end user is you go on this site or app or whatever, and you can see all the live streamers that are on for the week. It's like a live stream TV schedule, like the Radio Times TV schedule. I don't know if you'll get that in the US, but remember, that's what you used to see. You had to check the paper for what was going to be on TV that night. So this is the same thing, but for guitar live streamers, and yeah, hopefully we can all mention it in our live stream. So let's say it's called the Guitar Stream Guide, the Guitar Stream TV Guide. Let's say it's called that. I would say in this live stream, don't forget to check the Guitar Stream TV Guide to see who else is on next or tomorrow, and maybe I'll even know. And then just as something as short and sweet as that. when you go on the site, you'll be able to see everybody who's on. There'll be a link to the channel, hopefully, a little bit about what the live stream's usually about. And that's the kind of vibe. It's just basically something for us to all cross-pollinate with audiences and whatnot. Viewers. That's the plan. Hopefully it works. Lammy's way to send an email now. Nice one. Right, we're pretty much done, aren't we? Maria, great live tonight. Steve, thank you so much. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Greg Green. Steve, you wee on ideas all the time. Great. Guitar Quackery, you're really interested in this development. Yeah, let me just say while we're on, mate, because it's easier to communicate right now via talkie-talkie. So I was thinking originally, because it's a TV guide, how a TV guide works is usually same time every week, isn't it? Like what's on. So your format's different because you're live streaming spontaneously. So I don't think your channel format would fit in the TV guide format, but I don't see any reason why there couldn't be like another affiliated page of the website or something where you've got a mention and a link to your channel there. And the same with Jojo as well, who's not streaming every week, or anyone else who's not streaming all the time. You know what I mean? There would be cross-pollination and helping scheduling so we don't overlap so bad. I mean, I think that's okay as well if we overlap. I think there's nothing wrong with having choice. There's always going to be someone streaming at the same time as you. You know what I mean? What's that? Sean plays guitar. I love his channel, and I love watching his live stream. But he's streaming right now at the same time as this one, so I can't watch his. But I can watch it on catch up. So that's the other thing, you can watch them on catch up. But yeah, looking forward. We can hopefully get something going for. The Ubi has a solution for people who don't schedule. See, this is why I'm keen for us to get together on Monday and have a chat about this. Guitar Quackery, you're just interested in general, happy for the community. Look at that. That is exactly the vibe we want to see. Right, okay. I think it's time to get out of here. Greg Green, remember Ghostbusters and careful about crossing streams. That's right. Malachi, the Ubi always has a solution for everything. That's what I like to hear. Right, okay. Wait a minute. The Lamb, maybe we can all get together, pick a particular charity and have a donation drive one weekend or something by streaming back to back. That's a good idea. Like a streamathon type thing. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm open for all ideas and suggestions. Like I said, this isn't my thing. I just want to be a part of it. I don't want to be the guy. I just want to be a part of it. And yeah, that's it. Okay, let's get out of here. Thank you all so much for coming over to the new channel for the first Hammering On About live stream. This is it. We're here now every week. At least to the end of the year. I'm going to reassess at the end of the year and see if this has been a success or a failure. If it's been a failure, we'll maybe just move back to the normal channel. But if not, this is it. Right. Thank you all for watching. Until next time. See you later. There we go. Look at that. Seamless. Oh, and I've got the Steve Casa De Guitar logo in there. That's maybe not the best thing. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's good actually for, like we were saying, cross-pollination. Maybe that works. Anyway, thanks again everybody for coming in. You're all the best. So glad to see you all here. This was a risk. I was worried. Anyway, it's all about the catch-up now. Is anybody going to watch that? People won't see it. Right, okay. I'm actually ending the stream this time, I promise. Right. See you later. Ciao.